It's sitting here running right here at this second. It still has a fuel issue. We're going to go ahead. We got our brand new fuel tank in, fuel pump, sending unit. The fuel gauge don't work, so that's what the sending unit will be for. Running this second, but it don't stay running very long. It'll shut off. Plus we've got to get a window for it over here. We're gonna put it on there, and we're gonna be replacing this whole fuel tank. Hopefully that'll help it run a little bit better, get a little more fuel. Dive right in and see what this thing looks like with that tank pulled out. There it is up on the lift. It actually cranked up and started running to get it up here, which was surprising. I'm pretty sure it's a fuel issue because you spray starter fluid in there, it cranks right up. I got a new tank. Hopefully this cover right here will work to go back on the other tank. But I got new tank, new straps, all new bolts and everything, fuel filter. So hopefully I can get all that swapped out. While I got it out, I'm going to clean everything up under that tank and spray that with some Raptor liner and then get that tank in. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that sucker out. Here's the old, corroded, crappy, rusty, old, junky fuel filter here. And you can see the side that's coming from the tank. There's a whole lot of shavings, and it's hard to zoom in there. It's just a bunch of metal shavings and dirt, and you can just see how bad the gas looks coming out of there. It's horrible. But coming out of the side that's filtered, nice and clean. That's why you always need to make sure you put a fuel filter on your car, because this one was very, very dirty and clogged. Could have been the problem, a little too clogged for it to run, but I don't care. I'm gonna replace this with a new one. And let's go ahead and show you exactly how I got that. Up under here, you'll have fittings such as that, and you'll also have these fittings that go to the fuel filter right there. Now these fittings use these little clips just like this. I'll zoom in there a little bit. All right, those clips, you just get a flathead and push them out from the front. You can put that flathead on the back side, and they'll slide right directly out of there. And then once it's slid out, you can just pull those off. And there's both sides. I also went ahead and pulled that little evap line there off. So you're going ahead and pull that line off, and both the lines that go up into the top of your tank. So now I'm going to take those 4 bolts right there off. I'm going to put this thing, take my line of course loose there, put this thing on a stand and slowly lower it down, and hopefully there won't be no little boogers up in there. Now fuel tank, the filler neck, there's 1 screw right there already missing, but you got to take that one out now and that one right there out. And then this right here will be able to be free for the mat right there. Okay, once you've lowered it down, right up there, you'll see it's come loose. I've pulled that right there out of there enough that now that it's loose, I've cleared this. I can slide this whole tank over this way and it'll come right out. I've already loosened up my connections there, all my fuel lines and the evap line that runs right there, all that's loose. So now I should be able to pull that tank over to the left side and then slide it right down, and either put an electric pump in there and drain all that crappy gas out, or just manhandle it and get it on down, and we'll get all this under here cleaned up, no rust in the bottom there, and then put a real nice coat of some undercoating on that. Here it is sitting out. There's nothing wrong with this fuel tank, but I got this whole fuel tank right here for about $280, and it come with everything but the sending unit. What I will be using, I didn't order this new. I'll be taking this one out of this tank and transferring to this tank. But everything else I'm going to replace new. So I'm just going to clean those lines up and the wiring. I'm going to pull these pads off and replace them over here onto this tank here. And then we'll get this tank set right back into place. See if it'll crank up and run worth crap. Here going underneath the car, it is a rust-free car. All you see right there, that's just some surface rust. Every bit of that'll come off with a Scotch pad. So I'm gonna clean every bit of this up under here. All this bottom section here, clean it up. And I'll probably just put a coat of undercoating on that right there to protect it from any future water or moisture getting up on it. So go ahead and get that done now. I'm going to be using just like this red Scotch-Brite right here, and I'm going to be sanding all this up under here. And cleaning it up just like that, and then undercoat it. Okay, all I done under here after sanding it is undercoated everything with a red oxide. I figured, you know, the rubberized undercoat may be a little bit overboard, so the red oxide will be nice. That'll just cover it up, and that's pretty much what they use from the factory anyway. So time to get the tank on there as soon as that takes off. Everything swapped over. There's everything out of that old tank. Still got to put the pads on there, but there's we got the little evapor there, the fuel pump, and the sending unit. So there it is. I got to put the plastic piece right there up under after cleaning it out. Get those bumpers on there, the little rubber pieces, and then this thing will be ready to go in. And I have to run to town and get some gas. Here are both the new little straps here. Now these straps use these little pins here to hold them in place. So you just place your piece up in there, slide your pin in through the hole, and that's it. The straps are in at that point. Then you can put your tank in. It's back up under there. Got it all strapped in. The driver's side strap was not correct, so I put the factory one back in. So now, just time to put some fuel in it, see if it runs. Well, that's it. We got the gas tank in this thing, fuel pump send unit. It cranked, it started, it's running. I'm able to rev it now where before it wouldn't rev. So that's going to be it for this episode. Go ahead, subscribe, like, comment if you have any questions or anything you see in this video, and share with your friends. And also go ahead and check out my other playlists. Thanks for watching.